shall tell her that, for the sake of learning to appreciate my own advantages, as I know they should be appreciated, I intend to tear myself away from her and the children for at least 3 weeks. I shall tell her, I continued, turning to Harris, that it is you who have shown me my duty in this respect, that it is to you we shall owe—" Harris put down his glass rather hurriedly. "If you don't mind, old man," he interrupted, "I'd really rather you didn't. She'll talk it over with my wife, and, well, I should not be happy taking credit that I do not deserve." "But you do deserve it," I insisted. "It was your suggestion." "It was you gave me the idea," interrupted Harris again. "You know you said it was a mistake for a man to get into a groove, and that unbroken domesticity cloyed the brain." "I was speaking generally," I explained. "Struck me as very apt," said Harris. "I thought of repeating it to Clara. She has a great opinion of your sense, I know. I'm sure that if—" "We won't risk it," I interrupted in my turn. "It is a delicate matter, and I see a way out of it. We will say George suggested the idea. There's a lack of genial helpfulness about George that it sometimes vexes me to notice. You would have thought he would have welcomed the chance of assisting 2 old friends out of a dilemma. Instead, he became disagreeable." "You do," said George, "and I shall tell them both that my original plan was that we should make a party, children and all, that I should bring my aunt, and that we should hire a charming old chateau I know of in Normandy on the coast, where the climate is peculiarly adapted to delicate children, and the milk such as you do not get in England. I shall add that you overrode that suggestion, arguing we should be happier by ourselves." "With a man like George, kindness is of no use. You have to be firm." "You do," said Harris, "and I, for one, will close with the offer. We will just take that chateau. You will bring your aunt. I will see to that, and we will have a month of it. The children are all fond of you. Jay and I will be nowhere. You've promised to teach Edgar fishing, and it is you who will have to play wild beasts. Since last Sunday, Dick and Muriel have talked of nothing else but your hippopotamus. We will picnic in the woods. There will only be 11 of us. And in the evenings we will have music and recitations. Muriel is master of 6 pieces already, as perhaps you know, and all the other children are quick studies." George climbed down. He has no real courage. But he did not do it gracefully. He said that if we were mean and cowardly and false-hearted enough to stoop to such a shabby trick, he supposed he couldn't help it, and that if I didn't intend to finish the whole bottle of claret myself, he would trouble me to spare him a glass. He also added, somewhat illogically, that it really did not matter, seeing both Ethelbertha and Mrs. Harris were women of sense, who would judge him better than to believe for a moment that the suggestion emanated from him. This little point settled, the question was, what sort of a change? Harris, as usual, was for the sea. He said he knew a yacht, just the very thing, one that we could manage by ourselves, no skulking lot of lubbers loafing about, added to the expense and taking away the romance. Give him a handy boy, he would sail it himself. We knew that yacht, and we told him so. We'd been on it with Harris before. It smells of bilge water and greens to the exclusion of all other scents. No ordinary sea air can hope to head against it. So far as sense of smell is concerned, one might be spending a week in Limehouse Hole. There's no place to get out of the rain. The saloon is 10 feet by 4, and half that is taken up by a stove, which falls to pieces when you go to light it. You have to take your bath on deck, and the towel blows overboard just as you step out of the tub. Harris and the boy do all the interesting work, the lugging and the reefing, the letting her go and the heeling her over, and all that sort of thing, leaving George and myself to do the peeling of the potatoes and the washing up. "Very well, then," said Harris, "let's take a proper yacht, with a skipper, and do the thing in style." That, also, I objected to. I know that skipper. His notion of yachting is to lie in what he calls the offing, where he can be well in touch with his wife and family, to say nothing of his favourite public house. Years ago, when I was young and inexperienced, I hired a yacht myself. 3 things had combined to lead me into this foolishness. I had had a